What up, everybody? It's TERZO, and we are here with a different type of video where it's just me going to be talking about a certain topic. And I don't know how to start this video other than saying, what the f*** Asmus toys? I'd say that's pretty proper. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so this video, as you guys saw from the title, is where did Asmus Toys go wrong with this Evil Dead 2 Ash release? Ash Williams from the Evil Dead franchise. You know, this 1/6 scale figure was, you know, it was announced, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago, something like that, 6 months ago. I'm not even sure when pre-order was. I looked at the protos. It looked promising. It looked awesome. Came with an awesome base. Now, I obviously pre-ordered the luxury edition, and it was limited to 666 pieces, which they changed, which was kind of funny. So anyway, so pre-order went up. The protos looked great. Henrietta looked great. The base looked great. The sculpting looked great. Clothing was pretty decent. Just paint apps were really all over, like, in a positive direction. You know, you had the Deadeye Ash head, which was great. Chainsaw looked awesome. So it was an awesome piece for $400. You know, you got a lot for your value. And you know, they've recently, you know, pictures started to surface of people getting the figure in hand, and boy oh boy, were we hit with some different looking figures than what they promoted. So first of all, let's start with this. Let's look at the prototype pictures. Now, as you guys can see, the head sculpt paint is amazing, I think, in the proto pictures. The evil Ash, or not evil Ash, the Deadeye Ash head was greatly painted, dark, very scary looking. The Henrietta was great. The base, the accessories, everything that came with it was great. This is the head sculpt we got. This is the paint that's on the head sculpt. This is the Henrietta we got. Where's her hair? She doesn't even look like the same sculpt. It probably is the same sculpt. It's not even the same sculpt. It probably is the same sculpt, but it doesn't look like the same sculpt because the paint is so atrocious. This is the clothing we got. And, you know, it's not horrible, but it's just weathered decently, but it's chopped up weirdly on the side. Now, obviously, the luxury edition came with ripped clothing and then clean clothing, cleanish. So you had two options of displaying. I obviously know these are cell phone pictures, and, you know, there's always the case where, you know, a collector who first gets it takes bad cell phone pictures and wait till people do review. Asmus Toys released some of their own pictures, and it still didn't look up to par. There was glue marks, there's swirl issues on the hands, depending how it was packaged. There's issues with the Henrietta, no hair, the paint's lackluster. And let me tell you, there's a misspelling on the Ash Williams base. Like, the name Ash Williams is misspelled, I believe. And, you know, I gotta believe this base was passed down to at least a few people and none of them caught it. Like, the QC, like, what kind of stuff is this, man? It's very disappointing. And their cure to it is like, well, here's a sticker, and just throw it on there, and it's not misspelled anymore. Yeah, you found a cure to it, man, but the principle is you're just trying to put band-aids on broken bones. You get what I'm saying? Not everything's perfect. Cures, you know, fixes can be made, but it's just this is so far gone because everybody feels duped. I was going to review this piece. I was excited. As soon as I saw it, I destroyed PO. I canceled it. Money back through Sideshow. Love going through Sideshow because they have a pretty good customer service from my experiences. I know maybe some others' experiences aren't the best, but yeah. So as Asmus Toys saw us seeing all these pieces and tearing them apart, and, you know, the community wasn't so harsh. They were actually being pretty truthful. I did want to see a little bit more pictures, but the early pictures that we got from customers, you know, they weren't like horrible pictures. The stuff that we saw in those pictures aren't things that good pictures could fix. Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then Asmus Toys tweeted this out, or not tweeted, sent out this message to all the collectors. It says, "Dear collectors, we are aware of the incident of the misspelling of the nameplate. It is both shocking and disbelievingly careless." Yeah, after so many hands have touched it, I don't know how you guys didn't catch it. There is no excuse for the silly mistake. We are terribly sorry. Okay, that's nice. We are now urgently repairing the mistake. There will be a sticker like shown in the photo within the box. You may use it to stick over the faulty nameplate to correct the misspelling. Alright. There will also be a sticker for the colored box misspelling. So there was 2 misspellings. We realize there are debates on the quality of the product, and our entire team has reviewed the item prudently. And please don't worry, we are still very happy with it overall. And we wish you will enjoy the figure as we do. Once again, 1,000 sorries for the silly mistake, Asmus Toys. It's not just that silly mistake, guy. Whoever tweeted that out, probably CEO of Asmus Toys, whatever, human resources. It's not that silly mistake. It's the misleading of the paint. I know no mass-produced stuff paint is ever like the Proto, but this is way off. The whole issues with everything. The Henrietta looks completely different. There's no hair on there. There is the sculpt doesn't even look the same on Ash. Just the paint on the Evil Dead, just the proportioning. It's not what we were shown. And I know nothing's ever going to be like the Proto, but it's not even in the 50% area of what the Proto is. That's the problem. For $400, $400, you're in the premium range of a product. That's damn near 1/4 scale statue prices. The base is not even painted somewhat nicely. Like the hair on the girl's chopped off head is just horrible. Like if you do a comparison to the Henrietta to what they showed, it's hilarious. Speaking of which, speaking of Henrietta, at one point Asmus Toys sent out a message saying, because somebody was asking, is this the Henrietta we are getting? Because it doesn't even look the same. This is what Asmus Toys sent out. They sent out a picture saying, it looks pretty good to us, or something along those lines. And this is the picture they sent out. This is the Henrietta you guys are going to get. You're a liar. You're an absolute liar, because you just showed us a picture of the prototype. You didn't show us a picture of the Henriettas that are being produced. You're a liar. You are lying to us on top of it. That's the problem that you guys aren't getting. And you know what's funny? Then there were pictures sent out by another collector, and he got approval. His friend got approval to show those pictures. It was, I don't know, a collector in Taiwan or something. But anyway, the pictures came out, and it showed the mass-produced figure, and it just confirmed what we already knew. They lied about the Henrietta. It's not what it's not as the picture they showed and tried to reassure us with. It's not. It's still that crappy Henrietta that we first saw in the first crappy pics. And I'm just very disappointed in this message. Probably Asmus Toys coming after me. I'm just very disappointed. You know, I don't want to just beat a dead horse, but this is the problem. You show a prototype, and I feel like this was just rushed product, and it could have been one of the greatest releases, I think, in 1/6 horror, but it probably turned out to be the worst 1/6 scale horror release of 2022, and we didn't even hit January 20th yet. Like, we didn't even kill the first month. I'm just disappointed, you know. I'm sure they're going to try rewrite it by the second batch. They're going to try to fix all the issues, do a little bit better paint, do a little bit of the better this. But just the scrambling they're doing right now, and a little bit of lying, and a little bit of, you know, trying to mislead people so they don't cancel their pre-order. No. And on top of it, when they first did the luxury edition, they said it was going to be supposedly limited to 666 pieces. That got cut out within the first week. As soon as it sold out, somehow it got reopened. So, it's just a bunch of weird stuff going on. And, you know, Asmus Toys doesn't have the best track record, but they do release some cool stuff. So, I just hope they get their act together. And I hope this is a great example for any company. Just don't screw people over, because it ain't right. We get the feeling you're running away with our money, and you think we're just simpleton people, but we're not. Like, we clearly see what's going on. So, I feel like they should be ashamed of themselves, and just, I don't know. I'm just completely disgusted. I was excited for this, and I'm completely disgusted. I'm glad I got my money back, everything in my deposit. Jesus, that would have been an issue. Luckily, all that money went to the Boba Fett Mandalorian release by Hot Toys. That's coming in. I'll be reviewing that. And also, I had a friend who just Bought the Terrifier figure by Trick or Treat Studios. He bought it. He wants to send it to me to weather for him and turn it into a little bit of a custom. So I'm going to review the Terrifier Trick or Treat Studio piece for you guys. And then I'm going to show you guys a little bit of customizing I do with it. Obviously, he wants the clean version to the bloody version because he didn't like the bloody version that the Trick or Treat produced. But I'm excited to review that piece. It looks actually pretty good. But man, disappointing on Asmus Toys, and as a first-time buyer of Asmus Toys directly from pre-order, I ain't buying from them again. You're never gonna get my money. It's done. So I hope everybody else learns from this lesson, and until next time, stay sick, conquer your own collection. I'll be your host, Daniel TERZO, and peace.